Are you stuck? What about unhappy? Join Alena Chapman, author, mentor, and life coach for 30-minute moments as she challenges you to get out of the doldrum and start living your life to the fullest. It's time to celebrate that life with 30-minute moments.
Welcome to 30-Minute Moments, and this show is for ease and betterment in your life. And I'm your host, Alena Chapman. And today is Ask Alena. I love these days because I love your questions. But I do want to ask you one. I have a question of my own. I want to ask you, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of a sudden you woke up one morning and you saw people being considerate of each other? You saw integrity. You didn't have to feel that moment of mistrust because everyone had integrity, or that everyone was happy. Yeah, sure, we had our not so good days, but nobody stayed in it, and you didn't hear complaining, and you didn't have people angry for no reason. Wouldn't that be a very cool world to live in? And you may say, okay, Alena, yeah, you're giving me unicorns and rainbows and all those wonderful things. Okay, yeah, I am. But guess what? I'll tell you, most days I live in that world. And how do I do it? And so I decided to add betterment and ease to your day. I am offering you to meet Alena. But first, before I give you the number to contact me, I have 3 questions for you. How often do you smile during the day? 1 time, 5 times, 10 times? Smile all day long? If you do, then you're doing really well. You don't even need to talk to me. But if it's 1 time, 2 times, no times, 5 times, not enough. How about, are you excited and happy when you get up in the morning? Are you grateful? Are you saying, oh my gosh, I get another great day? Or do you get that, oh my gosh, I just want to curl under the bed. I just want to pull the blankets up. I want to go back to sleep. I don't want to start this day. You need to call me. Do you find yourself feeling drained, angry, frustrated by the end of the day, or even in the afternoon? Do you just feel like this is just too much? You need to call me. And how do you text? First, you text me. And my number is 41411. And then where you put the words, you text the words, it's Meet Alena. And my schedule will pop up. And all you have to do is schedule a time. That's it. And we will talk for, I think it's 30 minutes on there, 20 to 30 minutes. And we will see how we can add ease and betterment in your life. So there are a couple rainbows every day, or there are unicorns flying by. In other words, life will be more fun, and it'll be better, and there'll be more flow. Doesn't that sound nice? And you'll be smiling more. Oh my gosh. So text me at 41411, Meet Alena. All right, now the questions. You guys have been awesome. I am so happy you are sending in questions. All right, I'm going to deal with the first one. We are a little bit late for Women's Day, but I wanted to address this. It said, what are some practice bits of advice you can offer concerning a woman's day-to-day life? All right, Women's Day comes once a year, but we have Women's Day every day. We have women every day being Wonder Women, and we have women doing so much in their life. So what can I offer? First of all, honor yourself. Listen to yourself, because we are so busy. Cut the busyness. Believe it or not, you can have busy that's just being busy, or you can be busy achieving something, whether that's more love or family or a career, whatever it is, but just to stop the chaos, and you can do that. There are ways. There's lists you can form in the beginning of the week if you're a family. I always told my boys, if it's not on the schedule Sunday, it's not happening this week, because we wanted organization, we wanted betterment and flow during the week. So creating that organization, adding a little fun to your day. Women, we give, but we have to have our own fun. It's like that song, girls just want to have fun. Well, we don't want to just have fun, but we need some of it. Fun fosters creativity. Fun fosters lightness in our day. Fun shines our light. It just brings out the light in us. All right, so have some fun. And number 3, don't be so hard on other women. You know, we are all on this wonderful planet, souls within bodies, all trying to evolve, to learn, to grow. We don't need the harshness towards each other. And I'll tell you, if you start leading more with love towards each other, then you'll find that love coming back. Just little things. I always try, I do it with everyone. If it's a woman, I always compliment something she's wearing. Actually, I noticed that. And because I love style. And I always compliment when I see the light shining from a woman. And I always try to leave a person better than when I met them. Always. And if you do those 3 things as a woman, you will better this planet immediately. And isn't that really the purpose of Women's Day? To make it a better place for all of us? Heck, that's the meaning of everything. So that is my question to you. And thank you for that awesome question, because I love being able to come out and offer that. I think those are very important. And women, we try so hard. Yeah, honoring ourselves, very important. Now, we have another one. Now, this question, I had to really think about. Alena, have you ever been jealous of someone else? You know what? Whoever asked this question, man, did you have me thinking? I don't think I have ever been jealous per se. I mean, okay, when I was little, I thought nothing could be better than being 25 years old with long black hair. And so I loved Cher. I loved that, I wanted to look like that. Well, here I am. I don't look like Cher, but I do have long hair. And Lord knows I will never cut it. I love it. Have I been jealous? Jealousy, actually, I think I always realized jealousy is something that you're so close to attaining if you could just get over the block within yourself. You're not jealous of something you can't attain at all, but you're jealous of that almost thing. For instance, I remember, or that you don't even see it's in yourself, but you're not realizing it's there. I have seen the bad side of jealousy. When I was in high school, I was singing, and I had my best friend, and she was a singer too. And I used to love it because she was a mezzo-soprano or an alto, and I was a soprano. And she could harmonize like crazy. And she and I would sing all these different things, and our voices it melded like butter. And it was so much fun. And we were best friends. And then one day, and I happened to admire her because she was a fabulous musician. She could play the piano. I could not. She could harmonize. No, I was a diva soprano, didn't know how to harmonize. I had to learn. So I thought she was cool, but I wasn't jealous. Well, one time we were sitting on stage, and we were just sitting there having a snack, and she turned to me, and I didn't know she harbored this jealousy. And she said to me, if I could cut out your vocal cords, I would. Now, that's the hard side of jealousy. And I looked at her, and I what would I say to that? I just thought, why? Why do you feel that much? We're friends, It really took me a long time to digest that. Jealousy is not seeing your own capabilities. Here, this girl had a beautiful voice. She was a mezzo-soprano. She got to do the cool parts. I always had to be the prissy heroine, but she got the fun parts. She also was a great harmonizer. She could play the piano. She was a true musician. I was a soprano just learning about my singing. I didn't have a lot of musical background. I couldn't play the piano. I thought she had it all. But in her eyes, she didn't see that she had it all. And it caused her to break a bond between the two of us. Isn't that sad? So if you are having jealousy on someone, you need to stop and take a look at you and clear out all that critical mind that is telling you you're not enough. and really put it in a basket for 15 minutes. Just say, I'm going to just allow myself to explore me. I'm going to write down all the good things about me and what I can attain. What can I do? And right now, while I write that, all you critical things that tell me I'm not enough, that someone is better than me, I'm going to put you on a shelf, and I'm putting you there for 15 minutes. And don't let them down. And start to just have fun and write all the cool things about you. Because anything you're jealous of, you can have. Nothing is stopping you but you. Okay? All right. I love you, whoever you are out there suffering from jealousy. So you can conquer this. No doubt about it. All right. So there's my story on jealousy. All right. Now, the next one is, Alena, how can I manage my thinking so I can help others manage theirs? Yes, that thinking. All right. We're going to leave it with that question right this moment, okay? And what we're going to do is come right back to it because it's a really good question. You're listening to 30-Minute Moments. I'm your host, Alena Chapman, and you're listening to Ask Alena.
You're listening to 30-Minute Moments with Alena Chapman, helping you discover your true purpose on WOWO and at WOWO.com.
Welcome back to 30-Minute Moments. I'm your host, Alena Chapman, for ease and betterment in your life. And today is Ask Alena. And I had just posed a question. Let's read it again. Alena, how can I manage my thinking so I can help others manage theirs? Yes, conquering is first the key before you help others. All right. Yeah, it's the critical mind is... I'm thinking you're talking about when criticism comes in. Sometimes also conquering the mind can be learning how to focus. Focus is easy. If you want to start learning how to focus, when I was singing, my singing teacher had me stare at a flame for first like 3 seconds, then 5 seconds, then up to a minute. I got up to 2 minutes where I was just staring at that flame. I know someone else who got up to 5, and that focus on that flame, she could tell you every movement of that. That's focus. And it's just focusing on something and not allowing yourself. There's also giving yourself only 15 minutes to focus on a certain topic, even though you have more, and you just do really concentrated study. You're totally in the zone. You're getting it done. That's learning how to focus. Now, learning to train your thoughts from the critical mind. That's a little bit harder. Learning how to train our thoughts, really, it's done with affirmations, but affirmations, I'll tell you, I love affirmations, but if it's too far from what your subconscious is going to accept, like if I say, I'm going to be 6'4", 6'2", and I'm going to be blonde and thin and a model. All right. Now that's very far from my 5'6" frame, and it's also very far. I don't think I look good as a blonde, but I love blonde hair. But I can't believe that about myself. It's something I cannot possibly believe. It's almost impossible. Sometimes when we're poor and we want to be rich, it's almost too hard to believe. Or we're writing a book and we don't think it can be a New York Times. Too hard to believe. So how do we take these things we want and put them in our subconscious mind with these affirmations and change that critical mind who's saying, no, you cannot have that? You've got to kind of sneak it in. So don't just say it plain out. Get it in there sneaky. So, all right, I might not be 6'2", but I can get blonde hair. But you know what? I want the personality of fun. I want the personality of shining my light as bright as it can and just being me. And if I'm blonde, that's all right. Or I would say an affirmation that softens it, but brings it in. Do you see? If I'm poor and I want to be rich, I am going to have happiness and prosperity in my life, and I'm going to have riches. See, I'm not saying I'm going to be $50 billion. I'm saying I'm going to get more and more money into my life. And when the subconscious can start to adjust to that, then you can start adding amounts you can achieve. Do you see? It's sneaking in to attack the critical mind and replace. That's how I think about affirmations. Now, not everybody agrees with that. Napoleon Hill said you got to go right for it. I find it's 3 times harder and takes 2 times longer. So you have your affirmations. You also have, I like training the mind. I do 2 things with my clients. And whoever asks this question, you can do the same. But first, you got to experiment. I have them put the critical mind in a basket up on a shelf so that they can explore whatever it is that they're having trouble doing with the critical mind. So whether that's honoring themselves, whether that's doing something for their job, whether that's trying to achieve something that, like writing a book, and they can't because of the critical mind, put it in a basket and give yourself free time from it. And then what you do is you lengthen the time that it's in the basket. Another thing I do is learning how to create, you create what I call a sacred space and create a sacred circle around it. So you decorate this space, you make it beautiful candles, whatever means a lot to you. You can meditate in it, you can read in it, you can dream in it, you can discover in it, but you just can't have negative thoughts. And you put a white light all the way around that circle. Okay, with your finger, and you stand outside that circle that's so beautifully decorated, and you say, "No worry, doubt, or fear shall enter here." And you push those thoughts away, and then you step into your circle. Now, while you're in that circle, you can do anything you want. You can't have worry, doubt, and fear. And if it does come in, you step outside the circle and you push it away again. You're teaching yourself control over the critical mind. And those are the best ways that I see teaching that. But of course, the universe hates a void. What happens when you take out those critical thoughts? Well, guess you either have to fill that void you just created, or those critical thoughts are going to come back. So what do? You start filling your mind with wonderful readings that tell you about your potential, about affirmations that tell you about your potential, about YouTube videos that offer you very cool things about who you are and how you can achieve things and how you truly are that beautiful soul inside. I have videos out there. There's millions of videos. You can choose from whatever to help you with that. But you have to build what I call the side of your soul. And when you start to build that and train your mind to move away from all the criticalness or be able to control it when it comes in, and then you can choose whether you want to have that thought or not, all of a sudden your world starts to change. So those are two very positive, or 3 positive ways that I say you can start changing your mind. If you want to talk about this further, then you need to text me at 41411 and put "Meet Alena," because this can take a little bit of a process, and I'd be happy to help you. Okay, whoever that is out there. Thank you for your question. My gosh, thousands of people can help with that one. All right, now I have another one. All right, okay, I've got to be able to read this. Okay, your guest talked about the law of attraction. Yes, I didn't quite understand. Can you explain it again? I certainly can. Law of attraction so we will come right back to that question, because that is a fantastic question. You're listening to 30-Minute Moments. I'm your host, Alena Chapman, and this is Ask Alena.
This is 30-Minute Moments with Alena Chapman, helping you find your inner self every Sunday on WOWO and at WOWO.com.
Welcome back to 30-Minute Moments. I'm your host, Alena Chapman, and this is the day you ask Alena. So we talked about this question. I had a guest that talked about the law of attraction, and the person is asking that they didn't quite understand and they want me to explain. Okay, I love talking this stuff, so here we go. The law of attraction, there's a thing called universal laws, and they are laws that kind of rule our universe and our world, such as law of polarity, where you have good, you have bad. They define each other. Okay, you can't have good if you don't have bad, because there's nothing to define good. That's the law of polarity. Gravity is another one. Perpetual transmutation is a long word, but it just means our thoughts All right, that's where all this thinking about our thoughts. Then we have the law of vibration. Now, the law of vibration says that everything functions at a frequency of vibration. All right, now you're getting a little bit people believe it or not, but it's true. And and it also talks about emotions. Now, scientists have even measured a negative thought versus a positive thought. Believe it or not, they have. And a negative thought vibrates at a lower frequency than a thought that is happy, or when you're really happy, or when you're excited about something, or you feel very grateful and wonderful. Then you're at a higher, and it vibrates at a faster frequency. That is the law of vibration. Another example is that, like, the table is actually all the little molecules inside are vibrating. Our hand is vibrating. That's what causes decomposition when we die. All the energy is still vibrating and coming apart, basically. And a table, the vibration of the table is a different frequency than, say, water. Okay? So that's the law of vibration. Now, those are all primary laws, but then we have these secondary laws called the law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction is made up of the law of vibration, the law of being or gestation, all right? And this is, it sounds very hard. I'm going to make it simple. Law of attraction states that whatever you put out, or whatever you put out in your thoughts, your action, your words, and your deeds comes back to you. It says that what we are functioning, what vibration we're functioning at is all that we can see, which makes total sense. Not even from a woo-woo standpoint, but from just a scientific. If you are really focused on only one idea, you miss all the other ideas around you. All right? If you are so into, let me see, I'm trying to think. If you are in lack, you receive in the law of attraction, lack back. The universe itself is not, what do I want to say? It doesn't grant some people blessings and some people not. It does not see that this is wrong or this is right. It just sees that you are, in the law of attraction, you are whatever you want, you are going to receive what makes you happy or what you focus on. Okay? So if I focus on being happy and living my life the way I want to, and that the blessings are flowing into my life every day, then guess what? Then things start to happen. I can tell you the law of attraction really does work. And you have to explore it. And it only makes sense. I mean, do a simple experiment. Go into a coffee shop. Coffee shops get a lot of business from me because I'm always saying go into a coffee shop. Go into the coffee shop and just do this thing, or go in with a group of friends and go in a mood that is sad and lackey and see how people respond to you, or don't respond at all. But then when you go in with joy and you're happy and you're excited and you've been listening to music you love and you're dancing, you will start to see people start responding to you in a different way. They're responding to not just because you're happy, they're responding to the vibration they feel. And that's how everything responds. Okay? I love talking about this. So I hope that helped. And again, text me if it doesn't. We can talk more, because I'd love the law of vibration and the law of attraction. If you understand it, it can really improve your life tremendously. All right, and we have one more thing I wanted to talk about. Everything I tell you, try it and see if it works. I'm one who, if you tell me something, I always test it out. I don't know. Maybe it's a scientist in me. I don't know. But I just don't take your word for it. Not that I don't trust you. It's just that I have to see it for myself. So one time someone said that aha moments change people's lives. Well, I started thinking, what if you don't follow an aha moment? What happens? And so I went into I went everywhere. I went to coffee shops. I went to dinner parties. I went everywhere. And everywhere I went, I asked people if they acted on aha moments. And I found out that only 50% of people really act on their aha moments. And what I really found that was fascinating is that the 50 people who didn't act on it, they kept getting the same aha moment all over again, the same lesson. You know what that tells me? The universe is telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you, and you're ignoring it. So what you have to do is start answering that aha moment. Don't let it just go away to the wayside, because you're just going to relive it. And you don't want to do that. So these aha moments, I found, are very important in our lives. They cause us to shift. They cause us to evolve. Now, that goes for everything you hear. You know, you learn a lot of cool concepts on this show. You get a lot of concepts that can add that ease and betterment to your life. But go out there and try them. Do a survey of your own. Learn. That's how you learn. You learn by trying. And you may say, you know, Alena, you're crazy. That's fine. But try it. Try it. Because if you don't, you'll always wonder why, or wonder if they could have been improved. I think it's the best way to do it. And really, I think that's how you grow the very, very most. And you know what? It adds fun to your life. And I'm all about that. So this week has been Ask Alena. And I love these weeks. If you have questions, I need the text number. If you have questions, if you have something you want to talk about and you don't want to meet with me, which is okay, and you want to put it into the station, then you need to then text 46862, okay? And then put Alena, so they know who to send this to. 46862. All right? And send the questions in. We have Ask Alena once a month. And I love it. I love your questions. You guys asked really good questions. I love it all. So, see which one works for you. Start applying something I said today in your life. Get that ease and flow. Adapt it to fit what you need in your life. Don't just do it as I say, but adapt it. And then start to have that flow. And I will see you next week on 30-Minute Moments. Namaste to you all.
This has been 30-Minute Moments featuring Alena Chapman. If you missed an episode, download it now at wowo.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.